Alright, hello everybody, welcome to VR Master League Channel 3. Welcome to it. Guys, I'm Palidore. Might always will be, we'll see. To have you guys joining me on the stream here. We've got a lot of selections for you on channel 1, 2, and 3. We can count our Master League sometimes. Mathematically that. But yeah, it's a pleasure. This high level, high caliber, high voltage versus Hive Mind. And hi, chat. How's it going? Hope everyone is doing mighty well. Not well, do better. Or something like that. Alright, so these two teams coming in the Master Division, and my own stuff set up here, cam-wise. Let's see. Good? Yeah, hey. And don't mind you, yes I might. I'm wearing the same thing as I was in my cast last. What of it? That doesn't mean anything. I could have changed in between. It's been a whole day since then. Anyway, yeah, so got one match here on channel 3. I'll have another one as well on Neo versus Giggles on this channel. But again, all our channels are pretty filled up for the evening. 1, 2, always a pleasant thing to see. Off round. About to start here. So, Fire in Junior isolates and lulls, picking up this high voltage roster. And Captain Will, Supram, Callan, 101, and making up the shots against them. It's Fire Ninja. Quite the start, and quite the start indeed. High voltage on the board first, and in an instant. So Cube, give me just a moment too. I gotta take care of a little something. All right, we're good. So, yeah, all rocking and rolling right now. I know New York Kings and on channel 1. That's an exciting one for sure. Have Bangarang versus Overkill on channel 2. I mean, like I said, the options are endless. The options are limitless. These they're limitless in what they can do on the floor. So, taking it over and softly passing it over to Supram on that clear. Take a little tap boost off, though. Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja slingshot Captain Will, though. Getting possession right back for them at the moment. So what's up there to the by the by? I see Poppy, Sith Lord, Papaya, and Omaya taking it back as Cap. To it wherever you happen to be. For all I know, you're watching all 3 streams. Sometimes people do that. They'll mute 2 and then watch the video or what have you. You know, it all matters. That said, that shot saved. Done. Playing some sturdy defense, as he does, right around that backboard, as he does. Captain Will has the sights, but gets knocked out. Lights out. Supram with the recovery. Down to Callan. Callan into the goal. Had to rush that shot just a little bit. The defense didn't really have a great angle at it, so back into the trap, taken by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja immediately shot. Will not secure it, however, as Supram gets... Captain Will now recovers. So Callan with the disc has Fire Ninja. Just lurking on defense. Meanwhile, making up that back line. Now holding on. Almost a miscommunication. Not sure if Captain actually saw Fire or not, but was able to actually get it off in time. They'll be good to go. Playing this very, very, very patiently as the defense envelops. Separate, though, for that goal. A hesitation on the move. Captain Will finding their 2-point to tie. Core was in there cheering on Hive Mind. Indeed, always glad to see Mind. I don't mind Hive Mind. In fact, I like them very much. High voltage here, of course. Both these teams, relatively speaking, newer to the Master. As Lulz gets stunned. Of course, for High Voltage, entered the Master Division just at the tail end of at the beginning of the summer. Now here for Hive Mind, likewise finding their way that Challengers Cup as Lulz. It scores against them. So really, from what I recall, I'm pretty sure it was Cycle 3 for Hive Mind. Maybe it was Cycle 2. But either way, season is when both these teams went into the Master Division, if memory serves. And sometimes it does, sometimes. But either or. It was the beginning of this season for Hive Mind. Nonetheless, and not going to mind whatsoever, but And, you know, appropriate to see Wit here on a team called Hive Mind. After all, wits and minds are greatly intertwined, as are those rhymes. And let's see, less than 6 on the time. Time is now. Time is good. Hope is having a good weekend. Great weekend, in fact. Have a safe weekend, as I like to say. Goran sending it over. Now that's gonna low bounce high before a throw, a slapper in. 3 players trying to get the disc back for blue. Low and 1 from Hive Mind. Suprum there getting stunned, so taken back by Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja passing it quickly over to Goran now. Up on the ceiling, has potentially that alley-oop. There it is. Isolate. Found themselves right on top of that goalkeeper. On top of that goal. Top of things with a 6-4 lead, for that matter. Nicely done. So exactly round as I say that. 6-4. See the roll separates on a kind of a short joust. So Callan maneuvering around. Captain Will trying to separate as well. Coverage there in the tunnels, so forcing Callan back into the mid pass. And over on to Callan here once again. Whoosh. I thought it was luck, so he did it again. Did what again? Who did what? What? Either way, good to see you, Whoosh. How's it go? Stream dying. I think it's... Hold on. The shot is on from Wit. 6-6. Nicely done. So hold on. I know I joke about this a lot, Whoosh. But it's your internet this time. You want to know why I think that? I know you... as an experiment... And I've been doing it for the last few days. Been doing some 1080p streams just to kind of see if it would work with people, not cause issues. So I'm not seeing frames on my end, according to OBS, but you may be getting them, and that could be why. It's helpful feedback, though. Good to know. Because we're not into the 1080p. I wanted to see if it would cause issues with people, and I've been doing days now. So far, not too many problems, but that some people don't have some. So, you know. Hit or miss. Either seeing if they can hit or miss this one. Grabbed by Goran Jr. And off to the trap there. And you don't doubt you're having issues. I'm just more so my end. I'm not seeing any, so I think it's up. We'll see though. Goran Jr. with the disc in. That one. Goran with a score. Very competitive round here. Still spend. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Set the stream like on my computer as well. Seems to be okay, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyone else having problems in the chat there? Let me know, please. We want to address that, for sure. But anyway, close game. Some big plays here happening in the last 3 minutes. Could tie it up, take a lead potentially for... Callan with a disc. And here, they have the opportunity to do so. So fanning out has to set... Thanks to the stacks, sends it back to Captain Will, backing out even further and just waiting for something to line up, but it looks like Wit caught there in the bottom of the floor. Anchor will still get the disc back though, Wit sending it now, receiving it rather. So they've been showing an awful lot of pace, been awfully nice. I always love it when teams try to be calculated. Captain Will finds the goal, oh, unfortunate, hitting that iron. And back into midfield. But backing back at least on the defense, so Wit and Captain Will, both definitely some steady hands as... Oh, that was a thing. So some dubstep disc, no crash at all, but nonetheless, they're going to get the disc. They may have a score. The open lane, too tough of an angle, couldn't find it underneath the barrier. Still yet, though, over to Wit. Wit with some authority, stamping it to 8. You know what I am? Ooh, as I do notice. Thanks, Whoosh. My stream mode was not turned on, so that was in the background. I am noticing actually there is some more delay than I'm used to on the stream. Doesn't look like it's lagging on my end. Junior here with the disc, gonna send it over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja having its Captain Will over to Suprum. So another take back here for resetting. Clutch plays, last minute of action. Any goal here? Could be a game winner. Chicken dinner. Goran Jr. Blitz now for the 3-point lead. Big shot. And that could actually secure them this round. As long as they can prevent any threes from... there shouldn't be any time. So it's going to be 3 or die. Are you sure it's not? Oh no. Captain the disc, though. Let's see what happens on this rollout. Playing it a little bit patiently. I mean, they have 20 seconds, but that said, need to start acting fast. Captain Will over to Wit. Now Wit trying to eye down the lane, but they do need to get their stacks into the front line. They need to bother that goalie. What am I saying? They're on defense. In any case, over here to the other seconds left. Could it be? Oh, they leave the goal open! Gee! I almost died. And so did High Voltage. All right, well, that's gotta be the round. That's why you play to the buzzer, right? That was almost more stressful than it needed to be. And then a win is a win is a win, and they do get it done by the advantage thanks to that game-winning shot. About 30 seconds left on the clock. All right, end of the first round and take a little bit of a better look at said stream. Like, it seems, I don't know, maybe, so I'm not getting drop frames. Well, I have 34 drop frames, but that's 0.0. Interesting, though. Let me see. That said, it's not really, I troubleshoot live too much without restarting the stream, but no, it is 720. That's interesting. Maybe I did not set it as much as I wanted to set them. Nonetheless, round 2, we're going. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. This is my only stream for the moment. I do have another match like in half or 45 minutes, but not a problem now. Now, on that note as well, I know I wasn't initially signed to this match, but I want to shout out Luke because he quotes there. I'll get to that in a second because Goran Jr. What was that? Fun deep. Why not? Why not? White hot on that shot. I guess I'm now to mention some of the game quotes because, well, High Voltage, Fire Ninja had said to Luke in the pregame, we're going to win just like we did them, but this time in 2. That was a very bold, confident call. Captain Will, on the other hand, for Hive Mind, said, but they're a strong team and we'll put up a good fight. Look forward to playing them. Indeed, I was looking forward to this match as a master match. But at the moment, they are down by 3 and down 1 round, trying to the goal. Captain Will there with that pregame quote. We have a current game stun to Fire Ninja. That stack splitting off here, lulz. Deep into the orange side and picked up here. Suprum now getting stunned. Lulz has the lane. Soft convert, however. You see, he had very low momentum, so needed to get rid of it quickly. Tried putting the finesse on it. Nonetheless, they'll still get the shot disc back as Goran sends it over here. And just waits for Suprum to approach first. Off to Fire Ninja. To shield and pull off that Ender move. Ender playing the player over in VRML, I believe. Lulz sending it to Goran. Goran, though, being met with always a stalwart defender there, in and out of the bubble. Shot by Goran for the Callan type move. Definitely Callan and QL Young. They love them backboards. Shout out QL, by the way, a teammate of Wit's last several seasons, or at least couple seasons. Although, as far as I'm aware, currently retired for VR, which I was so sad to see. But that said, glad to see that. Fire for the 5th point. Minute and 41. Score again. So, been a little while, but they got it back. And of course, shout out as well, while I'm on note, to lulz, one of our great content creators in VRML. Goran, one of our casters, Wit, one of our mods. Really, you have officials here tonight. As Suprum officially drives, maybe looking to hit the cutters, but no, slipping past now. So Suprum, very crafty with those maneuvers, trying to wait for the right pass to happen and develop. There it is, pass back and by Isolate. Wit, though, immediately on the stun, the grab back, and the sling back. That was smart from Wit there. The player, Captain Will, was in the back and just knew to tap it gently over before the stun happened. Great, and the finish quickly from Suprum. So you see, they're not holding on to that disc when they can't, right? They're communicating well, and they're making each other aware. They need to get rid of that or not. And that time around, they needed to get rid of it. Made for some nice offense, however. So 5-2. Definitely needed those. A turnover there, nearly a turnover there. That could have been very handy, and hey, speaking of, they'll grab it after all. Witt with the recovery, passes it off to Callan. Callan eyeing down the goal, but already recognizes that there's one defending. So that's a soft one over, trying to break up the stacks, and won't stun them, but at the very least, as Witt brings it up the floor. Will from the bottom here. Fire Ninja just a little bit. Suprum, another drive, and another finish. 5-4. And with that, some applause for Hivemind and a pause. Voltage, I think. I'm not actually confident it was Hive. A pause nonetheless. So. I assume I've driven away Whoosh, though. My iffy stream and or internet, I'm not sure. I know he's got new ones now, so it's like, it's look at how our Whoosh has grown. From unstable internet now to one that can depend independent internet. It's good stuff. It's growth. But nonetheless, pause. So taking a look here, both these teams actually 1-4 to start the season in Master Division. Of course, as we've seen, Master unbelievably contested season. I mean, roster shifts aplenty, yes. Rosters, though, notwithstanding. Everyone here back from last season, with the exception of Witt, I believe. I know. Everyone else, though, as far as I recall, we're all teammates at some point or the as is often the and I know over on the VRML channel that Kings and Kangos game kind of have that story. Of course, Strembitsky's old team there and the Kangarillas. Talk about nostalgic points that make me a little somber, you know. Kings have been super dominant here in the North American Master Division. Well, applies to kind of everyone, really, but Ignite, right? Ignite's been killing it lately as well. I mean, Mercy's left and right. They're as ridiculous as... But that is not to say that other teams are not catching up. I think there are several teams that can be right there and cause some upsets from time to time. Kings were one of the teams who almost did that. Hivemind here and High Voltage teams who their players are on the whole Master Division, but they are here certainly proving their worth at times in these matches, and that's always a misleading thing about VRML at the Master tier. You watch some of the Master teams with these scoring differentials against each other. Of these teams, you know, currently not able to get the winning record, and yet these are teams who would dominate 90% of teams, 95% of teams league, right? You know, in a straight scenario. It's just at this Master Division where things get unbelievably tough. It's crazy. Let's see. Whoosh is back. Hopefully, is it working? I hope. Fair point. It does look like this stream is on... Oh, so it is on 720, but I think that's actually because I am on 3, and since VRML 3 isn't affiliated, that might be as well. But I am streaming in 1080, I'm pretty sure. Pushing the right resolution and bitrate for it looks like, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully. Any other complaints yet? But then again, I think it might just be you and I here, Whoosh. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. I don't really know the lyrics. It's something like that, right? We can do it if... Anyway, we're back to the game. Timeout is expended, so round 2, about halfway through, a 1-point game. It's so Ice Disc sending it over to Fire Ninja. And they're able to get the disc right back for them, it looks like. So not sure what happened on that rollout. Just kind of went... but we'll be over here. Just waiting, and finding eventually. So Fire Ninja, they put them back by 3, up by 3, here in this second round. Still plenty of time to go. And as the pregame interviews there kind of were implied, it sounds like last time around it was a 3-round series between these teams. Whenever they had played before, according to the pregame interview there, it was who was it? Fire boldly claimed this would be a 2-rounder, but Hivemind certainly looking to declare that, send it into a 3rd. Now, I gotta say, too, I do love this team, not only because of the wordplay, but just because, much like the addition of players like, say, Dash, you know, who Wit played with back in ESL on 11.5. Well, like when Dash joined Joker, I felt like that kind of presence and experience, it made a big difference. That said, great pass and a great save. Oh no, the Chicago. So hey, the offense was good, the defense was good. The advantage, though, going indeed to the offense. Always a tough scenario, but in the context of this match, a good scenario because, hey, we're ever the more close to that round 3 potentially. They needed that score. They got it. But yeah, as I was saying, adding Wit into the mix, I feel like that's a really good thing. Adding that kind of 4-year veteranship. Now that said, obviously, Callan, Captain Will, both long-time players in their own right. Make no mistake. But definitely for Wit, he's been on the top caliber teams, multiple leagues and multiple seasons, and definitely I think anytime you can add that experience to a team, it's going to pay dividends. And we can see here as Captain Will tries to collect it, we can already see how patiently they've been playing a lot of these opportunities. You know, they've been fast when they needed to, yes, and gotten rid of those shots, the slap passes, slap shots fast, but they've also had some great positioning, and they've played it nice and slow. So here it goes. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. There's the extra pass and the finish. They take a lead. No mistake. That was pure calculation. Great job from Hivemind to push it ever the more close. 3 minutes left, though, to secure this round for them. So on this rollout, Hivemind now having a couple goals go against them and a turnover potentially. So that looked unforced. Not sure what happened on that error, but they are going to make the most out of it for Hivemind as Captain Will maintains possession and dumps it back out to Callan, who slings it forward to Wit. Wit with a disc here. Playing it once more back to Callan. All inverted there was Wit, but back to Callan, back to Captain as well. They know they have control, and they are trying their best to drag out that defense outside the bubble so they can accommodate some way, somehow. Glad to hear the stream's working better as well. Makes me happy. I get all kinds of anxiety when things go wrong in the stream. Over here, it's like Wit, though. Nothing going wrong on these passes. Not quite yet. It's Sapram backing out again. Look at that. They are not content to be forcing anything in terms of those shot attempts. They are really making high voltage play their game and play to their pace. Now, a turnover was caused briefly, but it goes right back and an open shot. You see, they got the fast, they got it slow. Sapram flexing on him as well, or maybe strumming. Couldn't tell if that was a flex or a guitar, but nonetheless, you can see the physical reaction for Sapram. And doing exactly what Sapram has done every season here of VRML, which is to say, reigning supreme. So with 1 minute, 23 seconds left, we're down to the count. 2-goal advantage minimum for Hivemind. They are looking pretty good. The biggest thing here is no threes, but that might happen right about now, and it goes down. Goran Jr. knows how to get it done from offense and from anywhere on the floor, rest assured. 1-point game, and that is tough because now only one score, 3 or 2, would win this game for high voltage, whereas if that they denied the 3-point opportunity, that would have forced high voltage to either have to go to the 3-point attempts or score 2 twos to tie it up. So this makes the job a little bit easier for high voltage. But Hivemind, not one to feel down on that. They are going to try and continue this control and look for the best possible avenues that they can on the passes. That has really been the story for Hivemind here. And they know they don't have to score. They just know they have to keep that disc away from blue for the next 23 seconds. And they'll be good. They'll be golden. So Wit with that disc now. Working up the floor, knows the stack is pending, and oh no, they cause a turnover. That could be devastating to the efforts there. It's going to be sent out into the orange zone, and it's going to be scored. Oh, they gave it away to high voltage there, and high voltage are going to win in 2. That hurts a lot. Just a tough turnover the last few seconds, and man, did Hivemind pounce. So round 2 and game. Right to them. Looking like that round 3 was guaranteed. Unexpected, indeed, but Yeah, that is a tough turnaround. High voltage. Showing out that they are definitely here to contend in Master Division just as much. And they will capitalize on their second win here of the season so far. But just a few weeks in, of course, so you got plenty of season yet to burn. But big finish there, certainly coming in. And yeah, I mean, I talked about this the other day, actually. Just yesterday. I've not been streaming a lot, not been casting a lot, but man, so many of my casts now, these last few days, now that I'm getting back into the swing, I've had so many game winners and so many overtime matches. As I said, the competition has just never been better here in Echo Arena, and I say that every season, but only because it keeps proving true. It's high-level play all around. So well done to High Voltage, taking a look at the stats here eventually, courtesy of IgniteVR.gg, as you can see. Captain Will with 4 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 1 steal, 22 stuns, Whip providing the 6 points, a save, a steal as well. Callan with the 3 assists, 3 saves, 24 stuns, and Suprum. Hefty stat sheet as well, 7 and 3 and 2 in points, assists, and saves. Meanwhile, for High Voltage, everyone's scoring on their team, and everyone getting in on that high-paced action just in the junctures where they could. You know, Hivemind did a great job to take that away from that points, but a lot of the scores that High Voltage did have were off those breakaways. So it was kind of a tale of different paces. High Voltage is typically a team who loves to pass, but also loves to act fast, right? And so for a while there, especially in round 2, they were kind of brought down to that pace of Hivemind where it was slow and steady. But by the end of it, once they caused a turnover, that fast action came back into the mix, got them down to the floor in about a second and a half flat, it seemed like, and then scored on that game-winning dunk, essentially, right in the front of the goal. So, yeah, I mean, Fire Ninja, 6 points, 33 stuns. You had Goran with 13 points, 4 assists as well. Some big numbers there. Isolate with 2 points, 2 assists, 3 saves. And Lulz with 2 points and 14 stuns. You know, otherwise, I mean, all around match pretty even in terms of like points, assists, all those 50% areas. Saves were in the advantage there of Hivemind, which is not a surprise given their players, but yeah, the results were the results. But in any case, shout out, by the way, VRWare in the chat. What you doing there? We have 3 different channels running, and you joined me. I'm flattered. But that said, shout out to VRWare, and shout out to all you guys, IgniteVR.gg as well for the stats. And again, this is the last stream for me on this channel for now, but we do have another one on Channel 3 in about half an hour. I'll be casting that, and it is a TKO versus Giggles, I believe, or wait, hold on. That might have been a little bit later. Let me see. Oh yeah, no, that's a TKO versus Giggles. So yeah, 2 diamond matchups, or diamond teams, and that will be here on this channel in a little bit. Half an hour, a little bit less than that. Just the same, Shrimp versus Real Speed on Channel 2. And on Channel 1, at about 45 minutes from now, we'll have Embers versus Rush. And so on and so forth. All 3 channels will be streaming for the next little while, on and off. But until the next time around, I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League Channel 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. Oh, 1 second. Bronco saying, thought Starstruck versus Arsenic was being streamed. Was it? I'll check for you real quick. It might be, just a little bit later. Let me see here. Arsenic versus Starstruck. Doesn't look like anyone was assigned to it. Did you get a ping? I just don't see anything on it. Honestly, are you on Starstruck or Arsenic? Because if you are, I might be able to just cast that like now if you guys can start in like 2 minutes. I don't want to delay the other match too much, but yeah, it doesn't look like that's the case. Former teammate is on Arsenic. Gotcha. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's being streamed, at least not on the schedule. If there was, someone remove themselves, but usually we insist that casters not do that, so I don't think it was going to be streamed, unfortunately. Definitely a lot of matches on tonight, though, so. I am curious, though. I'm gonna check for you real quick because I don't want to leave any stones unturned. So I'm gonna see if anyone was signed up. I can do that because I've got the power and stuff, sort of. Hold on. Okay, yeah, can confirm no one was ever signed up to that match, actually. As far as casters go, I checked the logs. So, I'm sorry about that. Of course, you know, I try to stream as much as I can, and we all do. I'm sure they'll get streamed again soon. That much I can promise. I mean, we'll give it some looks, but yeah, sorry about that. But I did check, can confirm. No funny business there. Don't worry. If a caster had signed themselves up and then removed themselves for no reason, I'm gonna come knocking on their door. You know what I'm saying? Palidore. Anyway, just kidding, sort of. But yeah, until next time, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other. And yeah, I'll see you again real soon. Take it easy.
And we're underway.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.